Anvil Business Club started out as a barkada that wanted to meet politicians, other business people, technical people more easily, and it's easier if you have a group of people together, so you have a larger number to invite. And then it became a networking group.
We envision Anvil as a home for the young generation of Phil-Chi leaders and people who want to learn more about their heritage and culture and want to grow themselves as people. Each Anvil member will have different experiences. As they meet people, they will learn, they will grow, and they will be enhanced.
One of the most important objectives of Anvil Business Club is how it aims to produce conscientious, decisive, and well-informed business leaders grounded in Confucian and Filipino values who can be tomorrow's leaders from within its ranks, leaders in business, and leaders in Philippine society.
This will be a very good organization to join. As an aspiring entrepreneur, these are the things that you cannot easily get outside, especially if you don't have an organization or peers to talk to. And in Anvil, all the very formidable, all the very talented businessmen are there. If they want to succeed in life, if they want to grow and become better, I believe Anvil will be the right organization.
When we started out, we were all still very young. The people that we were able to invite as our guest speaker, where we have learned a lot from them. But after 30 years, you're actually talking of more than 30 years of wealth of experience coming from the founders, from the past presidents and honorary chairmen. So that is a big plus for the club in terms of the networking that is made available.
I was asked to join by a good friend of mine, Peter Mangasing, but I was looking for an association to join because I was a budding entrepreneur, so I wanted to meet more business-minded people. There's a lot of nice memories all these years. Not only about the forums, Anvil Business Club, aside from the forums, you get to meet a lot of friends and you get to enjoy a lot of stuff with them. It's nice to be amongst your fellow Filipino-Chinese businessmen because culturally you're the same. When you encounter business problems, you can relate with their problems as well, and some people can actually recommend a nice solution to your problems in businesses.
Looking back when I graduated, I wanted to join a very active, youthful organization leading for entrepreneurship. The friends that I meet here is like family. So right now, we're a close-knit group of around 200 members. So everybody has their own industry. Some are into packaging, some are contractors. Halos lahat sila, they support us. They are willing or volunteering themselves to try your products out and recommend it to their friends as well.
In the last 10 years, we've had significant external projects such as Anvil Entrepreneurship Summit. So Anvil will continue to be a key force in mobilizing the young entrepreneurs in the country. We're looking to tap and have collaboration with other entrepreneurs in the regions and also internationally.
One of the more important events in Anvil is Sports Fest. It's the activity that brings people together. That's where friends and business are formed. So the Sports Fest is where people get together, and we have 4 teams and they compete with each other. We should continue to recruit young people to get in the organization. So we have new blood, new ideas, and new sets of talents.
First of all, during my presidency, I gained new friends through the committee members, through new members who joined Anvil Business Club. And it was that year we had so many activities, but what stood out most was the major events. We had business networking, not just locally with business organizations, but internationally. The most important thing in an organization is about being proactive. It's all about working together, having a system, following the system at the same time, enjoying while working hard.
I joined way earlier. I think Claudine joined around 2014. So it's just a hi, hello, conversations here and there. Then we became close a couple of years after she joined. During the pandemic, we got married. We were both officers at that time. That was during the time I was president.
Working with each other, we got to know more about each other. And I think we're compatible, so yeah.
The wonderful thing about Anvil is people are very open and people are very friendly. It's not without doubt that many people have met friends even after and far beyond the activities of the org. They'll consider us friends for life.
Actually, I've been member of Anvil since maybe 2003. At that time, I wasn't so active. 2011 or 2012, I attended one of the events and then I met Michelle.
I had just joined Anvil at the time. I was referred by my father because I was looking for business organizations to join so I could network better and so I could get some mentorship from very experienced business leaders.
We started dating and then we would also look forward to the Anvil activities.
Yeah, we learned a lot about each other when we were working together.
We're part of the Anvil board for this year. During the Anvil board meetings, we all meet together once a month and we discuss pertinent issues in the organization and plan for future events.
I first met them in the Vietnam trip. I'm the newest member of the board and we really became close there because we enjoyed the same things and we would usually hang out together. We got drafted to the same team. And so, since I'm really not particularly sporty, I really relied on them to help me out with sports. So I had to learn badminton, I had to learn basketball. So I had to learn a lot of things, and that's how we also became close.
It was so much fun because we had sports fest when probably in high school and everything. So now that we're working professionals, we don't have that anymore. And Anvil gave us an avenue to have fun while being competitive.
So we're not just friends, but they're also family.
I think to get the most out of your Anvil membership, you really have to go to all the events and be an active member. Because when you become an active member, it's where you can really build relationships with other members, and that's where they become lifelong friends.
The different forum events, helping organize with your fellow members is an experience on its own, and that small group that you work together with, they eventually become your very good friend.
Yearly, Anvil does 2 trips. So one is an international trip and one is a local trip. So in our last trip, let's say to Hanoi, we met with local business groups and then we also did the food tour, and it was a really fun experience because you're doing it together with a bunch of other people who have similar interests and who are mostly your friends. You should definitely consider joining Anvil Business Club because it's a really fun organization that not only will inspire you with several business stories and business practices, but it will also give you an opportunity to meet other people who are around your age and even older. And so they could be your friends, they could be your mentors, they could be your future business partners.
I'm in a real estate brokerage, so I was able to gain some clients and learn from them as well on how to manage and grow my business.
So Anvil has been in existence for just a little bit over 30 years. And throughout that time, we were able to foster friendships and networks and connections among the Filipino-Chinese community. Now, we want to continue that legacy first and foremost because as we can see, that brought a lot of meaningful, not just friendships, but business associations, even life partners throughout the Filipino-Chinese community. So we want to encourage the social-civic responsibilities of young Filipino-Chinese, especially those that are blessed with businesses, those that are blessed with resources, are encouraged to take part and contribute to the betterment of the country.
We want to be a safe space where people's ideas get heard, where people, especially young people, can learn from those who are more experienced than them, and the older people can also learn from the energy of the young people. We want Anvil to be a home for the future leaders of the Filipino-Chinese community.
The younger generation should join because they'll learn about how to operate a business far better, I think, than joining other clubs, because here you're talking about people who actually operate the businesses. So if they join the club, they're actually not just getting consultancy services, they're getting actual potential partners, advisors, markets, etc. So it's all combined into the club, as well as having fun together.